Have you ever seen a giant petrochemical plant go silent? Thousands of valves, pumps, columns, boilers all shut down, not because something is broken, but because it is time for one of the most critical operation in industrial maintenance, that is called plant shutdown. Now, here is the real deal. This shutdown is not chaos. It is planned months in advance, scheduled down to the last bolt, and executed with military precision. In this video, I will walk you through a complete real-world case study of a plant shutdown project in petrochemical industry. And if you are an engineer wondering what in it for me, stick around because by the end you will know exactly how shutdown are planned, scheduled, controlled, and how you can build a high income career managing them using Primavera P6. Well, my name is Engineer Vakas Ahmed, and I have spent 10 to 15 years in oil field in Gulf region, mega projects, shutdown, maintenance, and I'm here to tell you very amazing career information. Let's start with basics. What is a shutdown? A plant shutdown, also known as turnaround, is a scheduled maintenance event where entire process units go offline for inspection, overhaul, and upgrades. You might ask why shut down something that is working? Because in the petrochemical, fertilizer, or the industry where heavy equipment is working, these equipments need to be undergo the maintenance. Because in the petrochemical industry, oil and gas industry, all this equipment is waiting for failure is not an option. A worn out heat exchanger or a cracked column could lead to a massive losses or a worse safety incident. So companies plan shutdowns every few years, like factories, health checkups to inspect boilers, heat exchangers, towers, columns, cooling systems, critical piping, and utilities. Phases of a shutdown. It's not just one event. Let's not imagine shutdown like a switch you flip. It's a multi phase operation, and here is how it usually unfolds. Preliminary phase, the calm before the storm. This is where planners and engineers sit together to review what needs to be fixed, how long it will take, what kind of resources are needed, safety hazards to anticipate. This is when we build the initial roadmap. Number two, engineering phase, from idea to job card. Engineers walk down the plant with drawings in hand. They identify actual equipment conditions, finalize job cards, and define exact scope of work. Nothing goes into Primavera P6 yet until the job is defined. Number three, procurement phase. Get it before you need it. You can't start repairs if your gasket, valves, pumps, or spare tubes have not arrived on plant site. So, this phase is all about long lead item identification, vendor follow ups, delivery schedules linked with activities in Primavera P6. Number 4, pre shutdown. Last check before the dive. Everything is ready on paper. Now comes permit planning, scaffolding and staging, safety trainings, contractors mobilization, creating a shutdown control room for live updates. This is where the tension starts to build. Number 5, shutdown execution. The clock starts ticking. Welcome to day 0. All units stop, team works in shifts, and the clock doesn't wait. You schedule, must track, start and finish of every activity. Daily updates from field supervisors, critical path shifts, material delays, or manpower issues. Primavera P6 becomes your best friend here. And here you can make your WBS for your plant shutdown. You can divide your plant shutdown into your project LOE, level of effort, supporting activities, preliminaries, engineering, procurement, pre-shutdown, shutdown, and post-shutdown. Further, you can divide your preliminaries into different kind of department reporting systems, your engineering into process piping instrumentation, and then procurement into long lead items. And then those long lead items are carrying different kind of things like trays, air ejector, floating heads, demister packs, PSV valves, gaskets, pipe spools. piping, and elbows. And further, pre-shutdown is actually enlisted or broken down into different kind of equipments: heat exchangers, columns, boilers, reactors, piping. And then shutdown window is carrying all those equipments with respect to their area, units, and then further equipments. These equipments are further broken down into different kind of activities. Like here you can see, in the case of heat exchanger, you are going with obtain work permit, blinding, removal, bolt opening, removal of channels, pre-inspection by client, cleaning of channel, and so on. Every single equipment is getting with same kind of sequence, and further the sequence of activities are linked with each other. Once you are done with this scope loading within Primavera P6, after loading your WBS, you have to load all of these activities. These activities are the processes to maintain your equipment, the process, the set of small actions, how to maintain your equipment, right? Like in boiler, steam drum will be maintained by doing all of these small actions, right? So these actions will become activities. Once these all activities are done, you are supposed to interlink. You have to find out their connection as a predecessor, as a successor, that how these need to be connected with each other, because linking of activities with each other is going to develop critical path method, is going to define your shutdown strategy. So after linking of these activities with each other, you are supposed to link your different kind of work packages, like I'm going to show you here. Here you can see your activity network diagram, and if I can show you here like this way, you can find how your shutdown is going to connect with each other. So here you can see this is your shutdown, and you can find every single block is your activity, and all activities are going to show that how they are. So this is the complex network of your shutdown. On the left hand side you can see the list, whereas on the right hand side you can see the network, how every single activity is depending on other activity. Same way, every single work package equipment is in maintenance is going to depend on other equipment maintenance. So that is how you need to develop your work packages and ultimately define your complete connections across your shutdown. And then you have to define your man hours, right? So here I can show you that if you are going to make activity details, here you have defined your man hours, that how much these fabricators, helpers, insulators, pipe fitter, rigger, for each single activity they are going to spend their man hours on the basis of their productivity. So that is called resource assignment. And at the same level, once you are going to assign these resources to your respective schedule activities, the cost will be evolving at the parallel time, right? So this is Primavera P6 work. And after this, you are supposed to develop your S curves as well. Right now, you can see on the bottom layout window, there are histograms and S curves. And there are resources, there are resource assignments, there are projects, there are WBS, different kind of windows are going to help you out to make your project more informative and more scheduled. Number 6, post shutdown, putting the beast back online. Tasks are done, but not so fast. Now comes flushing, testing, commissioning, QA/QC, sign offs, handing over to the operational team, demobilization, and of course, lesson learns. Now let's talk tools, how Primavera P6 make it all work. If you are serious about managing shutdowns, Primavera P6 is your playground. You create a WBS starting from major systems, process, units, utilities, offsites, drill down to equipment level, heat exchanger level, pump level, boiler level, reactor level. Add activities, isolate, inspect, clean, replace, test, then assign resources, materials, calendars. Use activity codes to recognize and organize by trade or contractors. Track S curves, progress histograms, earned value management system as well. And don't forget your milestones, they are your heartbeats. Engineering freeze, material arrival, start of shutdown, start of each equipment's maintenance, commissioning, plant restart. Shutdown WBS structure is everything. Here is mini breakdown level 1. Let's say you are going to make your project WBS work breakdown structure. So here you need to make shutdown project. Number 2, pre-shutdown, shutdown window, post-shutdown, then area, then equipment, and then it comes to activity level like task. This structure gives you control over scope, tracking, and reporting, which clients loves. Common pitfalls and golden rules. Never assume materials are available. Double check delivery dates. Number 2, don't overload one trade. Spread out manpower and work fronts. Number 3, have a backup crew for critical paths. Number 4, daily meetings, fewer surprises. Number 5, and finally, always maintain a shutdown logbook for real time issue tracking. Wrap up. Plant shutdowns are not just projects, they are high pressure operations that demand clarity, speed, and precision. And that's where you, as a planner or scheduler, come in. If you master shutdown management, you become irreplaceable. And that's when the high paying roles follow. If you want templates, live class studies, or training in Primavera P6 for shutdown, visit www.theskillsage.com. I have helped thousands of engineers as a planner or scheduler in plant shutdown and oil and gas maintenance industry. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And make sure that you must comment in the below area and tell me about your discipline. Either you're a mechanical, chemical, electrical, or industrial engineer. I will be continue to share more valuable things to enhance your daily knowledge. Stay tuned with me. Thank you.